busted the door in. Cool. Why the urgency? What do you mean? It hasn't been that long since we saw each other last. It's been like a week. You know, we saw each other at like Christmas. Oh, it's March. Oh. Well then, yeah, I guess it has been a while. How you been? I've just been here, dissociating. It's been really therapeutic, I think. No, really, I think this is great. Care to join me? I've just been in my own little world far away from here. It's been so much better. What year is it? 2024. That explains it. I've been in the 18th century for a little bit, but I've also been in the 24th century too, so, you know, I've been expanding my horizons that way. I've just been thinking about how if I was in the 18th century, if I just got magically teleported back to the 18th century, what I would do to become a fancy British man and have wealth, generational wealth, and I could just be on my estate and go to masquerade balls and just disappear for months on end, and people wouldn't question it because, you know, communication was so terrible. Oh, I haven't heard from Sherlock in a while. Where is he now? Oh, I'm sure we'll get a letter from him in any day now. You do know how our postal service is just awful. Does sound awfully tempting, doesn't it? Just disappearing for a couple months. You know, get on a train and go. But then I think about, you know, being in the 24th century. I'd totally buy my own ship and just become a smuggler. Some roguish space captain. They'd call me Captain Shirley. I would be a legend. And life would be so good. Oh, I'm sick of this planet. Let's go to the next one. go check out the next solar system. Nobody's ever been to that solar system before, though. Well, let's be the first. Let's chart a course for this system. Don't know about you, but that sounds awesome. Then, on my off days I could save a planet. Oh, help us, they'd say. Our evil dictator of a king. He's trying to sell the core of our planet and live on the moon. I'd be like, nah. No, you can't do that. That's where gravity comes from. It'd be so cool. I'd have like a laser gun or a laser sword, whichever one's cooler. Maybe both, I don't know. Who says I have to pick? Come up with some, techno-babble solution to save the day. That sounds awesome. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I disappeared for a second there. What are you doing here? Checking in on me, that's nice. But I assure you, I am A-okay. I don't need no checking up on. Just gonna be here and practice being a burrito. If you could go to any time, where would you go, I wonder? Or maybe you wouldn't go to any time, maybe you'd go anywhere. If you could disappear anywhere, or any time, where would you go, I wonder? I mean, obviously, my view of the 18th century is awfully romanticized because, man, things were not great for a large portion of the people. Like a large portion of people. Napoleon was around though, so might meet that guy. He seemed to have stuff going on. I'd try my hand at a couple duels. Some guy's talking smack about my pepper and I just take my glove off and slap him. Pistols at dawn, I say. Then we both try to kill each other for some reason. Over an insult. 'Cause that makes logical sense. You insulted me, and so now I'm just gonna probably die. Statistically, we are probably both gonna die because medicine's so crap and there's no such thing as antibiotics, so you get shot by a lead ball. And if the lead ball doesn't kill you, then, the infection will. And if that doesn't kill you, then you've probably got lead poisoning. So, could do swords though. Swords are pretty cool. I have a sword. You've seen it. I'd fit right in. Maybe I'd join the Musketeers. Always wanted to be a musketeer. Well, not always, but be in some political scandal. Oh no, the Queen. The Queen's in love with an Englishman. stories in equally record time. Just call me Athos. Maybe not Athos. Aramis. He wanted to be a clergyman, and I don't know if I have what it takes to be a clergyman. I'd make an awful pope. There's Porthos. But he buys keeps of inferior quality. There is Captain Treville, I suppose. He was pretty cool, a real stand-up guy. And he was a captain of the Musketeers. Yeah, I think I'd be Captain Treville. Yeah. Of course, then I gotta deal with the Cardinal and an idiot king. That's so inbred he can't even spell his own name. What if I combine the two? Space, but in the 18th century. I just recreated Treasure Planet. There we go. That's where I'm gonna be for the next little bit. I got my cool hoverboard and fighting pirates, but in space. All dressed as a English gentleman. First officer, some kind of dog person. Loyal. He'd be one loyal dog person. Or she. It. Them. Ooh, I'd have a robot arm. I'd be a cyborg. That sounds cool. I'd probably give up my left arm though. It would have all these cool attachments. Like a periscope. Would a periscope work in space? Space periscope. Yeah, that's the ticket. Then I could have muskets, but they shoot lasers. But we all use not even like laser swords, just regular swords, but made from like meteor. So they're very difficult to break. Yeah. Get my own ship. It'd be a frigate. I wouldn't want a man of war, and a scoop is too small for me. It would need to be a frigate. Yeah. Set the mainsails. Bring out the storm sails. How do they travel so far and so fast in that show? Because everything's run off solar winds. Are they just chilling in one solar system, or are they sailing around the galaxy? Seems like a question I should ask the creators. What are you talking about? I'm completely sane right now. Yes, I am fit as a dang fiddle, mentally sound, brain like Fort Knox, built strong and impenetrable to outside influence. Wait, do I want a brain that's impenetrable to outside influence? Feels like then I wouldn't learn anything. Do I not want to learn things? Or do I just not want to be taught? That's the question, isn't it? Maybe I just don't like being tested on things. Maybe I want to learn things at my pace. No, I think I'm good in this bed. I mean, look at me. I got everything I need. I've got pillow, blanket, mattress. What more could I need? No. You're still here. Alright. If I promise to get out of this bed, would that put your mind at ease? Very well. Let's go.